Okay, my mic is on. Because I saw somebody just pop on. Hello. Oh shit, it's Guillaume. Hey.
Who the fuck is? Oh yeah.
How are you today?
What's happening, man? Go on to bed.
I don't know if you can see this. Hold on. I was just inking up this adorable little doll and her buggy friends until people showed up. We're doing okay. Ty's in here, hanging out with me.
For a while.
For a while.
I got pages to work on.
But yeah, he's super busy with cleaning up the print file for the book. So yeah, dude, since you're the first one in here, you get to tell me what to draw first.
Yeah, I don't. People are like, "Where? Do them on the weekends." And then we do them on the weekends, and then they're like, "I'm not here."
Well, people also have lives outside of us.
No. I'm scratching my crotch
It's true.
in protest of people's lives.
How dare.
No lives matter.
He's done scratching.
Oh, I can keep going if you want.
No, I don't want you to keep going.
I gotta go feed the cats and futilely try to find our potentially dead cat. You know, eventually.
Yeah, Ty makes things dark sometimes.
What?
Guillaume said it got dark fast.
Everything gets dark fast. There is only death in the end. Yeah, what time is it?
3:30.
Oh, Jesus Christ, already? All right. Yeah, I might pop out for... I say 10 minutes, but I really mean like 30. As I just stand there on the hill being sad. Because I don't know where Goat is.
Maybe you'll see her.
Maybe. She's probably just getting more and more spooked because this big asshole keeps stomping through her spot.
Yeah.
Every day.
We worry too because our trail is like right alongside the nicer building in our apartment complex. And like every time Ty goes smashing through the underbrush, there's like people out on their balconies.
People definitely have noticed that I'm going in there. And I'm definitely not supposed to be going in there.
Well, I don't know that. There's no signs posted or anything.
I think it's pretty fucking obvious that you're not supposed to go playing on the hill covered in brambles right before a fucking body of water.
I'm just saying there's no sign saying stay out of here.
You're right. So technically, I guess I can, but I have a feeling the implication is that you're not supposed to be in there.
Well, until they post signs, I'm going to get in there. Hi, Rage.
I'll find my cat. Her name Hopkin Goat Cat.
Goat Cat. That car is still on our lawn. I say our lawn. It's really not. It's a public space.
It's a motherfucking lawn.
But it's like, it's right out our back door. And there's a car. Guillaume says it's a noble quest to find Hopkin Goat Cat.
Who took my cat? I'll find my cat. Yeah, and the worst part is too, if we don't see her for like a really long time, then we got to kind of get more hardcore in searching because then we're looking for a body, not
I
really a
don't want to think about this right
living
now.
cat.
I don't want to think. She is named after goat cheese, yes. Because the 4 cats are named after cheese.
Leo is not okay. Let's be honest. Leo is not actually named after cheese. That was retroactively applied.
That's still his name.
Like Leah's just Leah because she's above that shit.
Yeah, unless there's like a Leah cheese that we're not aware of. But yeah, Leo started out as Leonidas, and I shortened it to Leo when he became my cat. And then I got Colby, who is named after a cheese. And then Ty was like, well, he needs to be named after a cheese. So Leo became Dr. Leo Havarti. And I wanted to keep up the cheese thing when Monty started coming by every day. So we named him Monty. And then now we have Goat. And hopefully we see Goat again soon. Anyway, this is a sketch stream, and I'm not sketching. So one of you needs to tell me what to draw.
No, this is a lamenting cats stream.
This is why we're losing followers on Twitter.
It's definitely why I'm losing followers on Twitter.
I lost 4 yesterday.
I don't really post art a lot lately, and it sucks because like some much bigger artists are following me now, so it's like I should really show them I have a vocation and not just talk about these fucking cats.
People care about the cats, though. People we care about the cats.
Yeah, I know, but I also want people to care about me on a professional level.
Sure.
It's good to have friends you never meet in person, but it's better to have colleagues you never meet in person.
I guess I could show Guillaume. There's Ty vomit Hadoukening. I need to clean that up. That's a great sketch.
I mean, you don't need to.
It's really muddy, so I kind of want to just clean it up a little bit. And then there's some critters that Rach had me draw last time. And then drawing this bug made me want to draw Doll's bugs. So I drew Doll's bugs.
I'm going to do the right thing and not wear my nice pants into the brambles this time.
It's a good idea. And then there's itty bitty babby doll. Isn't she cute?
Yeah.
Look how cute.
Is she wearing like a wrestling belt?
Oh, yes.
Like, is she wearing like a big ass, like, leather strap?
She's the super lightweight champion.
Oh. The bubble weight champion.
The bubble weight.
They invented a new weight class.
I feel like Doll would do well in baby wrestling. Is that a thing? Baby wrestling? I'm just saying bullshit now. Aw! Hashtag Team Goat. Also, please say hello to Eve for me and Ty. He's left the room. I got a really good photo of like our 3 indoor cats, like all in the same space on the bed yesterday, which is rare. Colby doesn't like being touched by anything. So the fact that Leah was so close to her. Is a little out of the ordinary. Yeah. Yeah, if that flashback tells us anything, Doll can hold her own against Ro. So hey, Rob. It's hopping in here today. I'm not hopping. That would be a bad idea. One of y'all needs to tell me what to draw. Rob showed up.
Oh my god. Rob. Oh.
Ha! No.
We're having our stream at the regular time.
Well, I mean, I was 20 minutes late today.
Yeah, but I mean, 20 minutes is. That's still going to be a year.
Rob's right. It's part of our insidious plan.
Also, Sunday is kind of like everybody's D&D day.
That's true. Yeah. Gosh, I think it was even ours.
Who the fuck goes to D&D in the afternoon?
Well, ours was Sunday nights.
Or what?
Our D&D sessions when we were doing it.
Yeah, but it's
Sunday
like night.
Yeah.
Specifically night, not like afternoon.
Oh, Rob, we know you're kidding.
Oh, socks. Oh, socks. Has our grocery order been like dinged?
A belt potion?
My belt holster for like a bottle.
Oh.
And a bottle that would work well on a belt.
Oh, that's fun. Okay. Yeah, that's a good one. Hold on just a sec. Let me check groceries.
Groceries.
No, I don't. It doesn't look like anybody's picked it up yet.
I just wondered if it was a better idea that I stay here and listen for the door than go find a cat.
It should be fine. I'll keep an eye on it, and then I can. If I suddenly run away, it's because I'm getting our groceries at the door, and you guys don't care.
Well, I'm not going to be gone that long because they haven't started yet. There's still a couple hours before they get here.
That's true. What color should I draw in today?
Blue.
Let's go blue.
Make it blue.
Whenever I draw like little potion bottles on a belt, they're always like super stout and wee and kind of gourd shaped. Bye, Rob. Have fun. Also, yeah, that's Ty's old man voice. He's perfected it over the last few months. Gotta have the cork. I usually have it like twine.
Sorry, I got sucked into Twitter. I shouldn't be allowed to have Twitter.
What sucked you into Twitter?
It being there.
Ah.
You getting back into self-control. The program, not the character trait. It's been good,
Yeah.
but I haven't felt the compulsion to open Firefox. It hasn't subsided at all. So while I spend less time diverted, I'm still, muscle memory is forcing me to open Firefox like every 10 seconds.
I thought it prevented you from opening it. Or am I
No,
misunderstanding?
it prevents websites from loading.
Oh.
So I open Firefox, and usually before it even starts to load the page, I remember I can't. So I just immediately close it and get back to work. So the total time per diversion is greatly cut down because I can't see any content. But it's still a pain in the ass. And I suspect unlearning behavior like this is going to take a really long time.
It might, yeah. Rob went to he went to go pick up a player for his game tonight.
Oh yeah, he's the DM, isn't he?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I don't think I could ever do that.
I never have, but I know it'd be great, especially because I do such a good old man voice, and you gotta have one of those.
You were complimented in that you sound like you're thousands of years old. It used to be that he could only do that if he was sitting down, and now he can wander around the house doing it.
I forget exactly how it started. I remember we downloaded Octopath Traveler.
It was Octopath, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know why I started making that voice.
It was the healing grape.
Yes, I know, but I don't know why I started saying that in that voice.
Because you said that the name sounds like something an old person would say. I need a healing grape.
But I don't believe that that's something, but maybe, whatever. People change. Sure, I guess that's why. But yeah, no, it started when we were in the midst of our bedbug nightmare. And so there was nothing to do but sit in our empty apartment and play Switch. And so I was playing Octopath, and I would just start saying the names of items from Octopath Traveler in this old man voice, and I was kind of bad at it at first. And yeah, I could only do it while I was sitting. Laying down didn't work, and standing up didn't work. The pressure on my diaphragm in a certain way was allowing me to make that voice. And I never stopped. So T and Jen have to live with me making that voice pretty much around the clock.
Basically. Yeah.
So patient.
His mom doesn't like it.
My mom doesn't like any of the silly voices I make, though.
Yeah, I'm not a superstitious person, but I don't like talking about the bed bugs. Because then they'll hear and come back.
Oh no, they will come back.
I would rather it not. I would rather it not be a thing. That
Yeah, me
happens
too, but
again. That was hell.
every day that passes is another chance to accidentally pick up bed bugs. It's just is life. Bed bugs is life. Life is basically just bed bugs and then you die. I said wistfully looking out the window in the hopes that I'll catch a glimpse of a cat.
Jesus Christ.
Life is just bed bugs punctuated by brief moments of cat. And then death. I just noticed that exactly one of the street lamps in the parking lot is like that like ancient McDonald's kind of street lamp where like they look like little Pizza Hut hats.
Is that the one that's like closest to the fence? Over?
No.
No. Okay.
No, those like Monty's and stuff, those are like those like square fluorescent ones. But like there's this one that's just I guess you'd have to see it. But like it's yeah, it looks like the kind of stuff you saw like in like restaurant parking lots in the early 90s. Weird. McDonald's and I said Pizza Hut. It's like Hamburglar's hat, like a wide brim fedora.
Oh.
To keep on the McDonald's tip. I should really feed these cats. Should I bring food for Goat?
I mean, yeah.
Because the chance she ate it is low, even on a good day, where she might be alive.
I mean, take it with you.
Yeah, okay.
So that you at least have it with you.
Yeah. The internet is dead on my phone, so if I have to get a hold of you, I will have to give you a phone call.
Okay.
And I'll be back with news, and hopefully I won't knock another cat into the creek. Also, my throat is doing kind of shit today, so I'm not going to be up that long.
Take your scarf. Do you have a scarf?
I always have a scarf.
Well, okay.
I have dreads. I always have a scarf.
No. Rage, I don't know if this is what you asked for. I just started doodling. This is actually something I would like to get good at. I've always really liked people who can do, like, for example, D&D assets, like little potion illustrations or carvings and doodads that characters will have with them, and that's something I've always kind of struggled with. So it'd be fun to do more things like that. Oh, nice. Oh, excellent. I'll have to look at that when I'm out of the stream. It's a little hard to load images when I'm streaming.
Yeah, we one detail that I never considered. You and I have talked about this, but people in the stream have not. That I wasn't even considering ever bringing up because it doesn't really matter for the purposes of the story. But like, as people, I'm sure one day someone will ask it, and I should probably start making it more obvious that I'm aware. Is that nobody has water skins or flasks or any way of staying hydrated, and everybody lives in the desert. Like, Dahl and Kev went off into the desert for what would definitely be a journey of probably at least several days. And there's no mention of like, oh yeah, what are we going to drink on the way there? So I was thinking of incorporating like a joke later where like a character brings that up. And like everybody just kind of pulls out like the thermos and is just like, duh. Of course we're staying hydrated.
I think Bohm's the only one that we've shown with an actual drink.
Yeah, but he's drinking alcohol, so
Yeah.
that's actually bad.
Oh,
But
wait,
actually-
no, Sorrel had tea.
Yeah, but they were
Yeah.
at like a place. I mean, like if you're just off in the middle of the desert in the punishing sun, you should probably have like a fucking beverage
Yeah, I was saying.
on your person somewhere. But I was thinking of just bringing it up later, where like everybody looks at that character like they have 6 heads. Like that's so obvious. Of course, of course, we all have water. That's not pertinent right now. Yeah, I'm gonna go and stomp around in the bushes for a few minutes.
Okay. Just as soon Stinky had everything packed on him. Everything. Everything. Poor Stinky. Let's draw Mr. Goldie. I don't think I've ever shown you guys the concept sketches for Mr. Goldie before he got his name. Honestly, maybe I won't and we'll put it in the book. I should probably talk to Ty first before I make those promises. I know, right? Yeah, I had that same trouble when I was trying to fill Stinky's pack with, things that looked tangible, aside from all of Kev's stuff, which I guess is what's most visible on Stinky when you do see him is, the cuffs and doodads here and there. And Mr. Goldie is on the back of him. But like for Dahl, everything in her little world fits in her bag and then her pillow. So I wanted her to have something that had, some sense of being sentimental. The concept sketches for Mr. Goldie are one of those things that I did, and then we were like, yes, there he is. There's the idol that we want. And then I lost the sketches, and I can't remember if I ever found like the actual physical sketches, but I'm pretty sure I have a digital, like a bad photo of it. So I don't know. Maybe we could put it in the book, see how it goes. I can't remember if Mr. Goldie had his finely sculpted ass before Dennis did the 3D render of him. I can't remember if that was our doing or Dennis's doing, and it just became canon. Well, I don't remember. That was so long ago. Guillaume, do you have any sketch requests for me? Oh, it could be whatever. We did a whole stream once that was just Pokemon. Oh, you're welcome, Rage. Yeah, I'm sorry I misunderstood your initial request. You know me. My favorite Super Smash character. Oh, that would be Wario. Even though I'm terrible at him. Let's draw some Wario. boy, that's a good question. Hmm. I guess coloring right now. I've never understood color and light the way that Ty does. I mean, clearly he knows what he's doing. Uh, oh, you're welcome, Guillaume. That was so much fun. Uh, but yeah, I'm just as far as new skills, I would like to be better at color. And like that last commission I did for you, Rage, the bird. I'm like I was saying, I'm okay at applying light and giving a sense that this might be taking place during a sunset, but actually painting or drawing the light source itself has always been really difficult for me. Um, Things that aren't organic in any kind of way is really hard on me, like those damn Templar suits. uh, but yeah, I'm always constantly trying to learn something, and it's usually just anything really. I never really have like a specific thing that I'm trying to learn. I'm just trying to learn it all in one go. But I guess if I had to pick something, it would definitely be color. I would like to be better at that. I'm better than I was a year ago, but I always learning. Yay! I'm super happy you guys are happy with it. Mario's my favorite thing. I think it has a lot to do with Sorrel being my favorite RS character as well. I just like the gross guys, I guess. Oh, that's awesome. I grew up. I had a Nintendo, like the original NES, when I was about 12, and we were always a few years behind in video game consoles. And when my mom married her second husband, he was all about the Sega. Like, we didn't get anything beyond our NES because he wanted a Genesis, and so I didn't really have a lot of history with Nintendo when I moved up here. And but Ty grew up a Nintendo kid, so I had I had a huge crash course in all things Nintendo, and he showed me, I think it was Wario Land 4. Is it 4? I think it was 4. And I was like, holy crap, Wario's the best, and he's my favorite now. I remember those commercials. I don't know. I don't remember what game it was. I just remember those commercials of like an animated Wario, and he's like got like the mesmerized circles going on behind him, and it says something about obeying Wario. I remember that when I was a kid. I was like, that guy's gross. Fuck that guy. Oh, I think he's always been gross. Like, I have a Ty found some manga for me, and because Ty is learning Japanese, he's actually pretty good at it. It's neat. He's been able to understand a little bit, and it seems to be mostly like fart and poop jokes. So I'm assuming Wario's always been gross. I got to play a little Super Nintendo when I was a kid, because on Air Force bases, when you turn 13, you're allowed to like actually stay over at people's houses to babysit, and that was my job when I was 13. I babysat, and most of the kids that I watched had Super Nintendos, so I got to play a little bit, but it was mostly Genesis. No update from Ty. Oh, there's Ty. I was gonna say I hadn't heard back from him about Goat yet.
Okay, so the bad news is, that's a good Wario.
Thank you.
Bad news is, didn't see Goat. Good news is her food bowl is half empty. However, because we've also seen Monty around there before, he might just be an enormous fat.
It
And
might
just
be Monty.
later in the night happened to find that food bowl. Because I did move it to a safer spot that wasn't so close to the road. So maybe she ate. Like, she's evaded us completely up to now.
Yeah.
We didn't notice she even existed for months. So she's clearly more interested in hiding than Monty is. Nevertheless, I'm going to keep looking, but eating is maybe a good thing. Fuck, this is a good Wario.
Thank you. Yeah, Eve requested that I draw my favorite Smash character, even though I'm terrible at him.
Well, I mean, you'd have to play Smash Brothers to do good.
But then I have to be bad at Smash Brothers.
We should play Smash Brothers because the golf and skill only grows every day I play it. You don't.
Yeah, Ty's really good.
And I started good. Ugh. Oh, God.
He and T play it pretty often, and it's with like all items are turned off, right? It's just
Oh, yeah, fuck items.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, items off. Fox only, Final Destination. No, that's a lie. We often play non-Final Destination. Though I do like that they have the feature now where you make any level flat.
was that not a thing in the previous games?
No, that's brand new. But quote-unquote serious Smash Brothers players only give a shit about completely flat levels, like a regular fighting game. What do you want? Leo, you're a sucky man.
Yeah, every time you hear that tweetably little song is my crappy little cell phone telling me that our groceries are being shopped. We're using one of those services so we don't have to go to the store today. What's it like out there? Is it like cold?
It's you'd want a coat, but like it's comfortable in a coat. It's not like the day she fell in,
That was
where it was absolute
So
brutal
cold.
cold. So she survived that. Then I'm sure she's fine now. But, it's a really good ass Wario.
thanks. Oof. Need to bring that out a bit.
Oh, hey, I should give you my Switch friend code. No, we can friend mode with friend codes.
I'm glad you like him. Thank you for that request. Any excuse to draw Wario.
Most of what Switch friend codes are so you can watch your friends play games you don't own. Or you can not even watch them, you can be notified when your friends are playing games you don't own. But it's still nice to know that you're wasting time together. Separately, together. I should get a hold of Matt and see if he's pulling the trigger on that Switch Online family plan yet.
Oh, yeah.
I do not agree with Switch Online. I think it is
Jesus.
A terrible, terrible value proposition. There is almost nothing worth it. It's certainly not even worth $20 a year. But splitting that amongst a bunch of people, and like, why not? Yet another NES emulator in the house. Oh yeah, neither have I. But it would be nice to eventually like be able to play Smash Brothers and Mario Kart as well with friends. I love me Mario Kart.
I do love Mario Kart. I'm good at that one. I'm just terrible at Smash.
That Mr. Goldie is horrifying.
Yeah,
his teeth are so big.
I was drawing him without reference.
No, I mean it's great. His teeth are so big. I got to do a lore post on him eventually.
I was telling them about the concept sketches that we've never shown anybody because I lost them.
Yeah, we can't find them.
I think I have a photo of them.
Then you gotta get it. Because that would be perfect for the book.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Because he actually appears in the book.
Wow.
421. If you haven't blazed it, you gotta wait until tomorrow.
It's 4:22 now.
Fuck. You're out of time.
Why do they have to stick to that certain time, though? Can't they blaze it anytime they want?
There's a fucking 99% invisible about it.
Really?
Yeah, just about why it's 420, yeah.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I remember that. Right. Rach, do you have a Switch yet? Also, Rach, it's your turn again. I like this Wario.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. It's good.
The pretzel bunnies.
See, I thought that said monkeys because my glasses don't work.
I read monkeys as well.
Pretzel monkeys.
It's like, what the hell is a pretzel monkey? What do I know about pretzel monkeys? Is that car still there?
Of course, it's still there. No, it's not moving. It's Sunday. Whoever is there, and they're gonna move it tomorrow.
I do read Scurry. Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, Mac. Is he still a patron of ours?
I don't remember.
Pretty sure he is. Did we update the patron list this month?
No, I'll write that
We
down.
should probably.
I'll take care of it.
I'm pretty sure Mac is still the patron. Ugh.
Guillaume says, I prefer not to get into online Smash because if I do, I'll try to get good and it'd be a repeat of my For Honor days. What is For Honor? I don't recognize that.
It's a battle. It's a battle thing where you can be a samurai or a knight or a Viking lady, and it's like.
That's cool.
Imagine if Deadliest Warrior was a video game. And now throw out the real Deadliest Warrior video game because that's garbage, and For Honor is that.
That's cool.
Yeah, no, it's whenever I play an online game, it takes up too much of my time. I just want to be able to play it with my actual friends.
I super miss playing Diablo.
Yeah, me too. And now that Blizzard just kind of overnight became a nakedly avaricious crap machine, I'm kind of worried we're never going to see a decent Diablo game again.
Sorry, give me a moment. I'm looking for reference. There's. What is that cat's name? Orc. It's Orc. I really like that character. Let's draw Orc. That cat. You know, I never played it on console myself, but my kid was really into it. He enjoyed Diablo on the Xbox.
Yeah, I was actually pleasantly surprised by how good Diablo console was.
Oh yeah, Rage, I agree. Rage was saying that Orc reminds him of the dragon from The Secret of Nim.
Oh yeah, very much so. Yeah, you gotta have that entitled smoosh face cat.
Smoosh face.
I should see if Diablo 3 is possible on the new Mac.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Probably yes. It's a game from 6 years ago.
Diablo 3 was actually my first like computer game. I never played anything on a computer before except for like, you know, point and click adventure games like Monkey Island. But like I never played Diablo myself. I actually need to catch up on Scurry. I noticed it was updating again recently. Shut up. Oh my god.
Lady's like, I can't find your Coco.
No, I think she got everything. She replaced our spaghetti and our orange juice.
God damn it. So you lie.
But she found everything else. You know what? It is hard to keep up with all the webcomics. I do okay. But like on days where I can't work because my hand's giving me grief, that's like when I catch up on things that I don't keep up with.
I mostly just read like the 4 that launched like really close to ours because it's way easier to keep up with ones that you were there for the first page of. Like Thief of Tales.
My hero.
Yeah, My Hero. Whatever it is.
Omar, hey!
Oh, who else?
Yeah, dude, I started a little late today, so I've got another, I don't know, 50 minutes or so.
Once I noticed that Arkrav was, or is it Akrav? I can't remember. Was notably using Rising Sand as reference for its pages, I became really fascinated and binged that.
Which one's that one again?
It's the lizard people who are all named like Chet and Todd.
Oh, right.
and it's weird because they're one of those weird webcomics that's like completely isolated from the community. Nobody's ever heard of that one. It's just.
But they have like a big following at the same time. It's interesting.
It's not big. Yeah, I'm surprised how big it is given that they don't seem to participate in the community. But yeah, it was very odd to suddenly find this webcomic that's like, oh hey, there's those tricks that I introduced, and if you look at the dating on their pages, they're clearly reading Rising Sand. Like I don't. This isn't like them ripping us off. This is like them being like, oh, that's a great idea. We should try that.
No, I mean.
And like seeing the DNA like in their comic.
We should absolutely learn from each other though.
No, sorry, read. It's not much. All those friends we have that make webcomics, I'm not really reading any. But that's what webcomics is, right? Where like you unconditionally support each other, but you don't read each other's material for the most part. Most webcomics nobody reads, or rather, most people don't read webcomics. That's a mess of a sentence.
Or, they read them, but like I was saying, we only keep up with them when we can.
Yeah, like when I say I don't read them, I guess I mean I do read them, but it's like when the mood strikes every 4 months, I will binge up to the present, and then I don't have time because I'm making a webcomic. So it's just kind of, I fall behind again. Like Drugs and Wires, I that's another one I guess you could say I keep up with, but when I say keep up with it, I mean like I do it in like chunks.
Chunks. Omar is asking if there was any luck with Goat.
Oh yeah, her food bowl was half empty. I didn't see her, but it looks like somebody ate. So either she ate or Monty ate some of her food. But it doesn't seem like Monty's been eating her food before. The only reason I wonder if that's the case is just because I changed where the food bowl is to a spot where I think both of them would be more likely to see it. So things are looking up. She also, I was also saying earlier that she's far more interested in staying invisible. And especially down by the water and stuff, it's far more monochrome, and her being a black and white cat, it's extremely difficult to... Like, I'm good at detecting movement, but it's very, very difficult to see anything down there. I'll keep looking out, but, I mean, even when things were fine, it was difficult to... We only saw her, every once in a while. Luckily, as, green comes back, it'll become much easier to see her against colors. That's a good cat.
Thanks.
Good cat.
Chloe, look yourself elsewhere. I hate my phone.
Get a different texting noise. I don't trust people who leave their texting noise as default.
I went through them. That was the one I hated the least.
Still default texting noise. Oh, Jesus Christ.
I wish we had more updates for her.
Yeah, no, I'll keep on the case. Wait, who jealous?
The tentacle cat character.
Oh,
That was
Rad!
for-
Yeah, I forgot. I forgot
that's
that was for
for
him. That's
Omar.
awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's
That'd be-
definitely one of my favorites.
if you want to send them my way, you could send them my way, and I'll give everyone badass icons.
And then they'll be like, "Wait, what? It costs money?"
Aw. That makes me happy though. I'm awesome. Thank you, Omar. Yeah, that I love drawing D&D characters. It's like my favorite thing. I really, really enjoy it. I get so many tieflings. It was a nice change of pace to draw something else. Rage, this was a good request. I enjoyed doing this one. Well, I hope they stop being kind of dumb. This is the first time in a while that I don't have any D&D characters to draw right now. I've got working on a dude that's like just a portrait of himself. And I got a pretty big piece for a local friend.
What? Who?
Steph. Her, the big group shot for Comics Resources.
Who's Steph?
Stephanie.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, got it.
Omar, it's your turn. Tell me what to draw. Is Monty here yet?
Oh, you mean I can. Okay, whatever, you do it.
Monty does not appear to be here yet. I like that he's showing up a little earlier now, and we can see him in the sunshine.
That is pretty bad.
Will you keep them entertained for a minute?
What? Oh, yeah, alright. Jen's abandoning you, so I guess
I gotta pee.
I'll draw for a second. Oh, God, I'm so bad on this. Alright. This can just fuck off. What? Why isn't it? Oh, yeah, right. Oh, my God. Okay. Nope. How do I? Ugh, I hate using a setup that's not mine. Never get used to this. I'm a. I'm gonna leave that to. I'm gonna leave that to Jen. Though I suppose it could be argued that everything I draw is a disfigured bulge. Give me a moment. I think there was a knock at the door.
Princess. I guess you put away things. Oh, well then I'll put them away.
Sorry, I didn't have. I didn't think we'd have groceries already. I didn't have any. I didn't have a tip ready.
I added it to the amount.
Well then, good. Yeah. Sorry, our groceries showed up. I gotta say though, as much as I bitch endlessly whenever I'm on Jen's computer, I often get some good shapes out of it. Oh yeah, no. I mean, I don't know if it's a thing on other continents. But yeah, no. There's several services. Basically, in North America at least, like you can pretty much find a service to have pretty much anything delivered to your door. We actually have services where like the whole idea is you just tell them what you want them to go get you. Like for instance, like if you need batteries, like you'll just be like, hey, I need 4C batteries. This is the store I want you to go to, and boop boop boop, and they'll all it costs is the cost of whatever you need plus like a small like fee to facilitate it, and it's usually only a few bucks, and it's totally handy for sedentary people like ourselves. Because now that we have, now that we moved and we live in the middle of fucking nowhere, it's become a little more difficult. We used to literally live in the same building as and above a grocery store, so it was super easy if we're in the middle of making dinner. We're like, oh, we need mushrooms. We just go get mushrooms. Now it's a giant pain in the ass whenever we want anything. So we supplement our regular groceries with online groceries. This is Luigi, by the way. I mean, if it wasn't already apparent. Yep. Nope. No. Yeah, that's a horrible tangent. Oh yeah, I'm since not so much melee, but definitely brawl. I was Ganondorf forever. My logic at the time was just like, if Ganondorf is the heaviest, most damaging character in the game, so presumably if I get good with him, statistically I should win a lot. And I did, but I skipped 3DS Wii U. But now playing Ultimate, I'm all about Wii Fit Trainer. Wii Fit Trainer is just the best. I'm a fucking sniper with that ball. That ball is good. You can move that all over. Actually, no. We'll do the Thai Classic. I always make their symbols cursive.
I'm sorry, thank you.
For what?
Everybody decided they wanted to eat.
Oh yeah, no, it's fine. I'm just drawing. Sorry, our cats are dickholes. Our cats are dickholes. What the fuck do you want? I don't even know how to answer a text on that phone. I will leave that to Jen. Yeah, this is something I almost want to, like, clean up. I've been having a lot of fun lately. And I guess this is mostly for Guillaume, because he... I mean, it's also a, like, comic art man dude. I've been having a lot of fun lately. Instead of inking, just doing clean, but still kind of intentionally crude pencils. Like, not really giving a shit to fully... Because my biggest flaw as an artist is... and that I've never been able to get over. And I have a feeling this just has to do with just the kind of person I am and my own, you know, mental health issues. Is that I take things too far. Like, I obsessively go into detail to make sure everything is, like, perspective perfect and everything, and it wastes a shitload of time, but I've recently been kind of breaking out a little bit and learning to just kind of let things just hang. Like, if there is kind of a bit of a fuck up in the art, just kind of leave it and just plow through it and just kind of pencil it anyways and stuff. And, like, it leads to, like, I guess you'd call it simpler art. But, I don't know. It's a neat look, and I think it's one that I want to continue exploring.
I love this.
What? Oh, Luigi?
Yeah.
Oh, no. I still do the sketch. But instead of inking, I just basically clean up the pencils without, you know, letting myself really fix anything. It's like I'm trying to learn, because like, you look at and I mean, I guess you're a really good example. Like, obviously as a practice illustrator yourself, you have successfully unlocked the thing that I don't know if I have, where like you're concerned mostly with like shapes, like interesting shapes and interesting volumes and whatnot. And while I'm getting better at that, like I was more about accuracy with whatever I happen to be drawing in the moment. And so a product like that, which you make, is focused on the satisfying shape language and whatnot. And so there's kind of an inherent wonkiness where you have chosen to stick to the interesting shapes at the cost of accuracy. But then somebody like me, who's like the viewer looking at it, I don't give a shit that it's wonky because it's so satisfying. And when I'm drawing myself, the problem becomes that I can't. It's very difficult for me to recognize when it's accurate enough, but is still creating interesting. Do you know what I mean? Like I kind of take it too far. Where like I'm like, oh, it's still not. Like yeah, it's an interesting shape, but like that shape isn't accurate enough, and I'm for some reason prioritizing accuracy. Anyways, what I've been doing lately with this pencil stuff is like it's trying to be more okay with just the satisfying shape language and like not going too far into worrying whether or not a particular clothing fold is exactly right and how it would be in real life and whatnot. I'm trying to just be like, oh, okay, like those lines represent, and then let the viewer do some of the work. Like that comics are a contract in that way, where it's just like fucking let the viewer bear some of the load. Anyways, that's the rant about comics. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. You should send me this Luigi because I kind of want to clean him up a bit.
Yeah, I'll do that. Also, the car that's parked on our lawn disappeared.
What?
They left.
How is that even fucking possible? The truck is still there.
I'm assuming they drove.
Oh, bullshit, because that's the shit that's definitely going to get us tire tracks on our fucking lawn.
The backup and the pull up to get on.
Oh, god damn it. Alright, well, I guess we gotta be that busybodied fucking neighbor that...
It's not a parking spot. They shouldn't be there.
Yeah, I know, I just... we never even... We seem to complain a lot. And we have good reason, it's just we seem to complain a lot.
I'll go and be cute and charming. They can't be mad at me. That sounded awful. That's recorded.
I have a feeling our landlords aren't going to be checking our live streams. Buying their way into our live streams to see if we said anything mean about them.
I'm not even saying anything mean. I don't want to be the complaining people either, but we got stuff that needs to be dealt with. No Monty yet.
But yeah, no, getting back to the thing, Omar, you were saying about moving on to the next thing. Like, what exactly do you mean by that? Like, are you saying that is a good thing or a bad thing, I guess? Also, Omar says caltrops. Caltrops everywhere. Problem solved. Caltrops are the... You know what caltrops are.
Yeah. Monty's smart. He could get around those. Look at you guys. Look at all you cats.
Yeah, I shouldn't do this anymore. It's cute.
It's super cute.
I should probably fix his shoes a little bit.
I like how flat they are.
No. I like the... What was that guy's name? That legendary Mad Magazine artist. Don Martin?
Yes.
The one who did like the weird like hinged flat feet.
Yeah.
They remind me of that. I fucking loved Don Martin when I was a kid. In fact, now that I think of it, that might have been one of my very first exposures to comics. My parents got me a little, because you know how comics used to come in those little, like almost pulp sized
little digest
style things. You get like Wizard of Id and shit. You remember Captain Klutz? Mm-hmm. It was Don Martin's superhero. I had like the collected Captain Klutz.
That's cool.
And I thought that shit was so funny. I thought it was just great.
That's really cool.
Looking back, I am not a fan of that kind of thing. Like I appreciate his influence on the medium and everything. It's just like, wow, that's not for me anymore. Oh yeah, no, I guess I can understand that. I'm definitely of that school of thought where it's like do one thing really well. And I don't recommend that for everybody. But I personally like just getting really fucking hella good and just being the best at the thing that I'm doing. And I don't claim to be the best. I think it is something, you know, somebody strives for. They're like, God, putting together the fucking book, going over each page and being like, I can't believe how bad this looks. Especially in the areas of like contrast and shit, because you and I, again, what I was talking about, we strive so hard for detail and accuracy.
It's true.
That there's so many pages early on in Rising Sun where shit is just getting lost.
Yeah.
We need to learn to like judiciously chop shit down.
I think we're good.
We're getting much better. We're going to have lots of opportunities to really put that to the test in Act 2, but like, holy shit. Holy crap. People are gonna buy this book from us. Why?
Even our old pages look pretty alright. Even page 8 is not the worst thing in the world.
You know what page I hate more than page 8? That was page 17.
Which one?
That's where we tried everything. That was the spaghetti at the wall page.
Fisheye.
That was the fisheye. Which you know what? Fisheye should have been one of those panels. We should have left that to me. Not that you didn't do a good job, but it's like it was one of those things where like getting you to understand even what I was talking about took so long that like we need to. I think we need to. This is where we need to get the collaborative process and utilize the fact that we're both illustrators to like bang things out faster.
And we're getting better at that. I mean, he's basically drawing the entire panel 1 of the first page of Act 2.
Yeah, that's not going good. I may have to start that from scratch. Or scratch-ish.
Scratch-ish, yeah.
Like get all the shapes in the same spot, like the major shapes, and like kind of redraw it.
But like I'm already doing stuff in Act 2 that I wouldn't have dreamed of doing at the beginning of this all.
Omar paid us a nice compliment. Let's take it badly. Shut up! Don't take compliments well.
Dude!
Yeah, no, I was looking at page 11. I was rebalancing page 11. I hope I'm doing that right, by the way.
11?
I hope she can wait until after this next.
Okay.
The end of the first scene.
Yeah.
I hope I'm not fucking these pages up more by draining the color from them so they'll print properly. Because Rising Sun is a very colorful comic, and I hope it isn't ruined by... Anyways, that is neither here nor there. I was looking at Doll's face in that last panel, where she's going indoors, and like, compared to the kind of structure and like the construction you do before you draw now, Doll's face is fucking mush in that panel. It's like,
much, yeah.
What were you can do so much better. And like watching the dolls that you're doing now, like the one with the bugs that you were working on when the stream started, like you've figured out Doll, like the 3-dimensional volume of like Doll so well now that like you draw better than I do. I still don't understand shit about face geography. I mean, I try and I'm getting better all the time, but like I have no idea how heads connect to necks. So I only have like 2 different views I can draw people at, and like it's.
I gotta say, doing headshots for people for like literal years now, just headshots, has been helpful in that.
Yeah, I'm excited to get some commissions going so I can pay for this computer, honestly.
Oh gosh, don't look at page 8. Ignore page 8.
Page 8 isn't that bad. It is kind of a meme between the two of us, though, because of some problems we have with it.
Oh God. I don't hate page 17 as much as I did before, and I think your ink saved it because you did fix things.
I agree. I would say that's true of some pages, and that's not to say that you didn't do it. It's just this is the process, right? It's like if you don't catch something, I'll catch it, and then we'll create the best product possible. My biggest problem with Rising Sun to date, and something that I'm doing my best to eliminate all the fat in Act 2, is that there's shit loads of wasted space on every page. There's so much dead space where nothing is happening, and not in that good serene way, in that like we basically forgot to put any content here kind of way, where it's like this camera angle should have been cropped tighter. Why is there this big gulf over here? Like that happens a lot in Act 1.
We got better at it toward the end.
I'm sorry, this is supposed to be like a sketch stream, and we're just kind of shooting the shit about
Sorry.
what we hate about our comic now.
Oh God, no! Page 8 does not exist. Guillaume, forget what you saw.
Is no good. For a second, I thought you meant first you looked at it and like that's the first time he's read Rising Sun.
No.
I was like, are you fucking serious, man? You drew Row that good, and this was the first time you read Rising
For
Sun?
real, that row you did is like it needs to go up on my corkboard. I need it there as reference for the suits.
Yeah, no. I will say that row in particular will be something that we probably not rip off, but like it is almost as good as any reference I have drawn of it, so it's probably being reincorporated.
Not that I have to draw the suits for much longer.
I'm stealing so much from Sophie's doll, though. Holy shit.
I like her boots.
Yeah, the boots that she drew. I can't wait to get rid of the pirate boot and give her actual shoes.
I like the pirate boot, but yeah.
It makes sense for her not to fucking have a pirate boot, though.
No.
The only thing, like, if we're gonna explain it in universe, perhaps having a ridiculous adult-sized pirate boot on one leg helps even out the stiffness of having a wooden leg.
Maybe.
And just makes it feel more balanced than if she
Yeah.
had like something that was really nice and flexible.
No, I was laughing when I was at myself when I was drawing like a doll as she's aged now with no boot, and I was like, oh, holy shit, her feet do not fill out that boot. Like,
No, God, no.
like she
Like
doesn't stuff that shit.
like it's one of those things where like, well, it's like her peg leg, right? Like, if there was a doll action figure, it would be like the knot at the end of her
Yeah.
pants is what is actually going into that peg leg. Like, at no point do I actually explain how she fits a wooden leg onto what would have to be, based on how we've seen her move, an amputation slightly below the knee that's supposed to somehow fit into just a wooden leg with no straps or anything on top of her pants, which are stuffed into the... It makes no goddamn sense at
If
all.
we're asking anybody to ignore accuracy, it's with
Doll design, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because doll design was during the point where like I wasn't being Star Trek about it,
Yeah.
where I was just like, for now, let's just make a cool character, and then I did. Actually,
Oh my gosh, Guillaume.
Jesus Christ, that's great because honestly, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna tell you some secret things about character design in Rising Sand that were born out of laziness and my inability to do things. I'm super bad at mechs. Not that, okay, first of all, I never said that Row's suit was a mech suit, and I'm sticking to that, so you guys can just shove it. It is not a robot suit.
I don't think any of them have ever said that. Like, I think,
Everybody's like, oh, they're just mech suits, and yes, obviously it's kind of Warhammer, StarCraft, Marine
like, there's gotta
styled,
be, yeah, there's,
but they all call it armor for a reason. That's not to say that there isn't like mechanical workings on the inside. Anyway, that's neither here nor there.
matters.
I'm terrible at drawing mech-like armory things, so that like baggy chainmail that they have was just my way around having to torture Jen by making her draw like straight up mechanical, or not mechanical, but like hard-bodied
it's,
plates
I
every
mean,
single.
like I was
panel.
saying earlier, anything that isn't organic in any kind of way kicks my ass so hard. So these suits.
Additionally, the very, very first image of doll. Also, another thing I think it's very important to point out: there is no magic in Rising Sand whatsoever. Everything you will see, and this is important to remember for later because it will raise more questions than it answers. Everything you see in Rising Sand is I don't want to say explainable with like real science, but there's pseudoscientific. It makes sense within the laws of the world. Like it's all like natural shit happening. Like it's not magic at all. That'll make sense, or it won't at a later time. Another character design thing. The very, very first picture of doll that I ever drew, which is that one that I think you've probably all seen on Twitter, where she's older, and this was before she was actually going to be a kid. She got a peg leg because I didn't want to draw another boot. I just didn't want to draw another boot. I was just like, oh, fuck it, wooden leg. And then out of that grew the game rules, because this was when Rising Sun was still just an RPG. And so Doll's character class, because they all have character classes. If you go back far enough in the BTS post, I talk about the character classes. I think I talked about the character classes,
You
don't I?
do, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Doll's character class, they have a bonus for improvised weaponry. And so the original idea was like, oh, this is the perfect way to incorporate the idea of improvise. Because originally what Doll was she was like the example character for that character class. And so the wooden leg was going to be like, oh, here's a character who always has an improvised weapon on them because they have a fake leg. And in that way, Doll was also originally going to be a far more like violent character, like a far more like your typical kind of rogue, where like she's not above killing somebody. As she was de-aged into a child, the violence did stay for a little bit, and we were just like, oh, okay, so she's just like, given what has happened to her in her past, like she's just a really, really problematic kid. And I don't know if it was my biological clock's fault, but then as I wrote the actual story, once it was like, okay, it's going to be a comic now, and I started writing the actual story, it felt so much better. It felt more real to just be like, well, okay, no, instead of making her, your typical precocious runaway who is just an adult in a child's body, what if we just give her the vulnerability of an actual child? And like it feels better to just have her, instead of reacting to a threat with like, I gotta man up and save the day. Like, no, she just hides and cries because that's what a kid would do. And it's like, it makes more sense that way. It just makes more fucking sense that way. I'm like, I don't know where I'm going. I'm kind of just rambling now.
There's a great
Yeah, pick it up, please.
There's a great drawing that he done of Doll forever ago, like before we were even thinking about making it a comic, of her knocking the head off of a baddie with
It was a thrall.
Was it the thrall?
It was a thrall, and the thrall was like pretty much unchanged from what they look like now.
Yeah, the thralls, they've stayed the same the whole way, but I couldn't remember what it was.
No, it was a thrall. It was a thrall getting his head knocked off, and he had like the twin chakrams and everything.
Right. Yeah, Doll has her leg off, and she's basically like using it as a bat.
She's basically home running a dude's head off with her leg.
And she's so happy about it. Like
You know what? That should go in the book.
It should go in the book.
I've never really shown it online because it's so off-brand for Rising Sand as like for like what it is now.
I'm not even sure it's been in a BTS.
It's painted. It's fully fucking rendered. Like I didn't finish the painting, but it's a fucking rendered image of her knocking a dude's head off.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, it's. I do that thing where like I render everything black and white first. But yeah, there is a full like grayscale rendering of Doll like essentially laughing maniacally, ripping a dude's head off.
I remembered you were doing different like renderings of the clouds. I remember you were fussing with the clouds a lot. I didn't remember you actually painting the characters.
No, I did. I did that I think before the clouds because I was like, well, the characters are out of the way now. Let's make the perfect background. But
yeah, she was violent, and then it's so out of character now that like I even have a sketch of her like with her leg up on like a giant fish to show up Sorrel who caught the tiny fish, and that's super out of character. She wouldn't have done that.
I've gotten brag about a fish?
Kill the fish.
Oh yeah, no, she totally wouldn't. I have one too of it's a really it's a sketch that's so loose that I don't think it would be appropriate to show off in like the book or anything, but like there's this one where Doll is helping Keb prepare like squid. And like she's like holding it and Keb has like a big like machete. Have you not seen this?
I don't think I've seen this one.
Oh, and she's just like happily just like, yeah, just chop this thing up. And it's like that wouldn't work either. What were we talking about? I had another one too that's like this bizarrely like out of character. I can't remember. All in all though, with regards to the characterization, like I've become so familiar with dolls, like who Doll is as a person, and like that. Look, yeah, this is a kid who acts appropriate to that age of kid. Like, yeah, she's a smart and capable person, but like she is still a kid who does not have the experience of an adult, so she's still, vulnerable and driven by emotion and whatnot. And like, I'm so in tune with that version of Doll now that like, we used to say, or I used to say, and you would just nod and smile, that like I'm excited for people to draw porn of Rising Sand because that means that we've hit a level of
No, yeah.
of notoriety. I don't know if I want to see it anymore because I love this fictional person so much now that it's like I don't know if I want to see that anymore.
She's our bean, and I don't want to see that.
Like,
I don't want to.
It sucks because I'm kind of in one way because of my the way I act so obsessive compulsively about everything and whatnot. Like, I need to have every image ever created of my characters perfectly organized into folders like I currently do. And once porn starts, I have no choice but to right-click, new folder, PORN, go, and then arrange it by character and whatnot because that's just what I do. But, like, I'm not looking forward to that. I'm not looking forward to making the porn folder.
No.
God damn it.
No, because that's something that just inevitably happens when you get a big enough fan base. People are gonna draw porn of your characters, and I would never tell anybody not to do that because I'm not gonna tell somebody not to create something that they want to create, but like I don't want to see it. Like, these characters are not sexual beings to me.
That's the other part of the contract, though, right? Like you're getting the viewer to do some of the work in interpreting. But the cost of that is you also have to let them enjoy it however they want.
That's true, yeah.
Provided they're not, making money off of it.
What I can't not wait for, though, is cosplay. I can't wait for somebody to tackle it and be like, okay, that's how the suits work.
As soon as
wait.
We almost did! Oh my god, did I ever tell you guys about the time a dude, emailed us wanting to cosplay Ro? Like suit and all? Okay, so there was this dude. God, we gotta go eat soon. There was this dude. Oh, please don't. I mean, isn't every picture of Sorrel a lewd?
It's a little lewd, yeah.
Tumblr's bot thoughts though.
Pretty sure he's not wearing underwear.
Oh yeah, no. He definitely does not wear underwear. That is part of the joke. No, what was it about? Yeah, okay, so there was this dude who got a hold of us and was like, No, actually, that's a joke that I want to bring up, way later in the comic. Where we don't, if ever, we don't, if ever, find out what the first thing was until, like the last goddamn page of the comic. I want later to bring that up. You're about to see number 3, and they're like, no, seriously, what was number 1? That's those deadpan lines that are kind of speech bubbles in the background that kind of get cut off, and they're just simple questions and stuff like that. I love that sense of humor. That's really great. Anyways, so there's this dude who emailed the Rising Sand account, the email address we have for Rising Sand for our business shit. And he was this cosplayer who specializes in mech shit. And he's only done one costume before, but it was extremely impressive. It had, he had an Arduino in it or something, and, it had hydraulics and shit to have the helmet open up and whatnot. And it, the finish, it was a little rough around the edges. You could see the foam core in places and whatnot, but all in all, it was very, very impressive. And he said he wanted to cosplay Ro, and he was like, all right, so what I propose is that we do a cross-promotion thing. I'll shout you guys out, and you can shout me out. And it's
Well, duh.
Yeah, well, no shit. If you cosplay one of our characters, we will fucking shout it from the rooftops. Of course we will. So go nuts. Let me know if you need any, further reference to make the suits work. And then, months go by,
And then he emails us again, but he's suddenly like mad, and he's like, "Oh, well, you should. I thought we were gonna do this thing, and you were gonna shout me out, and I was gonna shout you out. And well, if you're not serious about it, I have other clients waiting." And it's like, all right, fucko. First of all, client? We're not paying you. This is cosplay, motherfucker. It is fan art in fabric form. You do whatever the fuck you want, and we will gladly tell the whole world that somebody loved us enough to do that. That's how it works. This isn't a fucking, like, contract. This isn't a business deal. This isn't, like, a tit for tat, like, I'm doing this specifically so you will, you know, bring more eyes to my business. Not to mention this fucker had, like, 37 followers. Like, dude, this is obviously you trying to get more play. And I'm not even mad about that. Of course I would be willing to you know, increase your visibility. But cosplay, as kind of a subset of fan art, is something you do because you fucking want to. Not something you do because you think you're going to get a fucking reward for it. Like, there's nothing stopping you from cosplaying. Go nuts! I didn't know we had to, like, fucking, I don't know, remain in contact with you so that...
Am I crazy, or am I remembering this wrong? Like, it was beginning to sound like he was expecting some kind of payment.
Oh, yeah, I can just read the email. I just read the fucking email. Hang on.
Yeah, wait, it's...
Where's the... Is it the second one?
No, it's the third one.
It's the third one.
Yeah.
We don't get emailed very often, so it's probably still pretty far up.
Unless we deleted it.
I don't think I deleted it because it's insane.
Because it's not even in our drafts anymore.
I think I deleted my draft. Yeah, there it is. Mechanized cosplay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. Should I assume you're not interested in collaborating? If not, I have other clients waiting. It's like, motherfucker, you came to us. It's cosplay, so we're not clients. We did not commission you to fucking do this armor. It's also weird. Yeah, okay. Hey, Ty, sorry for being ambiguous about my request. What I'm proposing is that we trade advertising. When I have something worth showing off, I'll post pictures to video to various online forums with a link back to the source material. What I would ask in return is to be a similar sort of plug for my business page.
Which sounds reasonable, of course.
Oh, I see. I never got back to him with concept sketches.
Oh. Oh, okay, so we were kind of shitty in that regard.
Well, we were artists in that regard where we just kind of forgot. But nevertheless, identifying us after the fact as clients, it's like, okay, dude, that's not the attitude you bring to cosplay. Like, yeah, okay.
I mean, unless you are...
Sure, I dropped the ball, and I should have provided you more sketches. What you should have emailed me was, can I have those sketches? Where are you on the sketches? And I would have been like, oh, yeah, fuck, right. Go for it. Because, like, dude, I don't care how long it takes you. I don't care if you ever finish it. I'm stoked that you want to do it, and if you ever do it, I will be totally there to tell everybody. I will tell my fucking grandmother in great detail about that time that you made a big mech suit.
Grandma would be thrilled to hear that, too.
No, she would.
Yeah.
She would. She wouldn't understand it. Because she doesn't understand Rising Sun anyways.
No,
but.
she doesn't, but she's always engaged in asking questions, and I love that.
Yeah, my grandmother helps the cause of Rising Sand very much monetarily, and she doesn't know a goddamn thing about it. She's just happy to see that we're making comics.
She's a wonderful lady. She's turning 88.
She turned 88.
No, her birthday's on Tuesday.
Well, fuck, you know more about my grandmother than I do. But yeah, sorry, that was my angry rant about this asshole who doesn't understand the soul of cosplay.
I don't even know how this happened. What? Oh yeah, she's wonderful. We should give her a sticker.
We should probably, that's something she'll understand, because she sure won't understand the book.
No. But we should give her a sticker. That Luigi is amazing. Was that for Omar?
That was just me drawing Luigi. I tend not to do requests on the sketch request streams because I'm really, really self-conscious about shit like that.
Did Omar ever ask for anything?
Oh, he did, yes.
Oh, okay. Let me scroll.
Oh, shit. Sorry, dude.
That's okay. I can
We just got to talking about stuff.
I can do it. off screen.
No, he went to a creature generator, and oh god, what was it? It was like festering crotch or something. Yeah. Oh, sorry, disfigured bulge. Same thing. Or the masked hunting elephant.
Disfigured bulge. That's amazing. I need to write that down. What was the other one? There was something with Ron Swanson.
What?
Omar. Was that Omar? Or was that Carson?
Oh, I don't remember.
I don't remember. I wrote it down and then I lost the sticket that it was on. But Omar, I'm gonna write down your disfigured bulge and figure that out.
Yeah. Oh god. Thinking about just talking this much, and that we are actually in TCAF this year, and when I'm at a convention, I don't stop talking until the convention is over, and my throat is awful because it's kind of how I deal with stressful situations. Is I just talk forever. Oh boy.
Okay, I have Omar disfigured bulge written down. So I will do you up a sketch of something with disfigurement and bulges.
It's oh, what's his name? I was gonna say Guillermo del Toro.
What?
No, the other guy, Quentin Tarantino in Planet Terror.
God. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I forgot. I wish everywhere was like the States where you don't necessarily need a visa to visit. But yeah, it's getting a visitor's visa is a bit of pain.
When you're from America. 2 months is pretty good, honestly.
No, that's not bad. Yeah. It's just there's an added layer. It's not just coming over to visit like it is for the States. I could just say, "Oh, I'm visiting my boyfriend." Whereas if you have to actually apply for a visa, it's a little more involved.
Oh yeah.
You have to tell them exactly why. It's like.
Yeah, TCAF is May, I think 11th and 12th. Don't quote me on that. Just go to the TCAF website and figure it out. It is like early-ish, mid-ish May.
It's probably 11th and 12th.
Which is why I shouldn't have wasted my time gabbing on a stream. I should have got the fucking pages done. That's okay. Don't worry. My fault. I just have to cross my fingers. Nobody fucking tries to telephone me tomorrow.
I don't think so.
The way Virginia made it sound like Prativa was going to be calling me. She was shocked that Prativa hadn't called me yet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know that part.
Yeah, so I have a feeling I'm going to get woken up at 8:30 in the morning with a stressful as shit phone call, and it's going to set the tone for the entire day.
Yeah, we got scary shit.
Or I could just take the battery out of my phone and not worry about it. Because honestly, it's year of our Lord 2019. Who the fuck uses a phone as a phone?
It is the fastest way to get in touch with people.
No, the fastest way is texts. The fastest way...
You can't do business on text.
You can absolutely do business on text.
Not the kind of business we're talking about. You can't resolve...
No, that's why you text and say, can you come in person on such and such a date? And I will text back, yes. Or maybe even the letter Y.
Not everybody has the access to texting things, though.
Oh, well, government employees, I believe it because they are stuck in the fucking 70s.
Yeah, I'm just saying if she had to contact me, I don't have working text half the time. So, like, anyway, this is an argument that's stupid.
All I'm saying is tomorrow I want to butcher the colors of pages into CMYK.
I hope you're able to do that undisturbed. Anyway, Omar, I owe you a sketch. I still owe everybody from the last stream their sketches. Holy shit.
We actually owe Omar a lot. We still need that physical doll sketch.
Yeah, I wanted to send that with his book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He knew that, right?
Yes.
That we're just kind of lumping everything together to save on postage. Oh god damn it! Are you guys really that old?
Maybe
You guys that old?
there are people that exist that don't have cell phones.
I wish I didn't have a cell phone, but I mean,
Yeah, I'd rather throw mine under the bed and never think of it again. But Omar, if you can make it to TCAF, that'd be amazing.
that would be fun. Please don't ruin yourself to do so though,
Yeah.
because that would be a lot of money.
And Guillaume, are both you and Eve able to show up this year? I know there's the whole cat situation.
Bring them.
Bring your cats.
Bring your cats.
It will be T-Cat.
Oh, that's wonderful, dude. I don't know if I'll ever get that far.
I am not debt free.
Yeah, no, I went to
me
art
too.
school, and that was probably the biggest mistake I've ever made. I also don't regret it, but it is probably we could class it as a mistake to have gone to art school.
I don't regret going. I wish I was smarter about it. I wish I had gone to.
Yeah, I wish I hadn't lived off of a credit card for 4 years. That would have been a good idea not to. Anyways, we should fuck off.
We should.
I'm hungry.
T-Cat. But yeah, we should close this. And I will send everybody their sketches, and I'll get Omar's done. And well, you know, both of you are amazing, so I can't wait to see whoever shows up. Yay! Yay! Okay, you guys are awesome. Okay, we're gonna go away now because I'm hungry. Okay, we love you. Bye.
Okay, love you.